Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. I don't understand. Every day it seems to be the same problem. Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Observe. Hello, revolting slob. Oh, yes, well, if I might have your attention for just a moment. You see, I'd like to teach our viewers a few new words.
What do I gotta do?
Well, you could first stop picking your teeth. That would be helpful.
Just for later.
Well, that really is gross, but I know you've got to be you. Okay, everyone, is the revolting slob being A, repetitive, B, repentant, or C, repulsive? The correct answer is C, repulsive, meaning utterly gross or disgusting. Revolting slob, what is that you're eating? Yes, those look like high-fat potato chips smothered in salt and artificial flavors. Can't be very good for you. And the grease is so icky on your fingers. Well, everybody, is what the revolting slob eating A, unholy, B, unwholesome, or C, unheeded? The correct answer is B, unwholesome, which means plain old not good for you.
Gotta go.
You're not going out like that, are you, revolting slob?
Yeah.
Don't you think you should say hello to Mr. Soap and Mr. Sponge first? Well, everyone, does the revolting slob need A, detonating, B, disengaging, or C, disinfecting? The correct answer is C, disinfecting, which means to say bye-bye to Mr. Bacteria and Mrs. Germ. Shall we review? Picking food out of your mouth is really quite repulsive. You really shouldn't eat such high-fat junk food. It's very unwholesome. And if you can't remember the last time you bathed, you're probably in need of disinfecting. Well, that's enough for today. Try these new words out on somebody the next chance you get. Oh, and by the way, detonating. It means exploding into a million bits and pieces. No slobs were hurt in the filming of this show.
Keep working, you rust buckets! Ooh, look at that! Wow! Hey, you want one? Here, take this. Bye! Skip pad! Skip pad!
It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Picture this. Sandy was this groovy lady who worked on the 26th floor of a very tall office building. All day long, she stared at dirty windows. One day, my girl Sandy, she was working so hard, she fell asleep right there on the job. Whoa, Daddy-o, now that is not cool. Even less cool, she was leaning against the window and it opened. And catch this, she fell through that open window. Ooh, yow! But dig, this little kitten Sandy, she didn't hurt herself, not even a scratch. Can you figure out what really went down before I laid the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? Believe me, it makes sense. Check it out. You might think I'm trying to trick you, you know, that Sandy fell from the first floor. I wouldn't do that. Hey, maybe you think there was a giant cushion on the ground to break her fall. But it ain't that. And if you're thinking this kitten Sandy was wearing a parachute, well, it ain't that either. You know, Daddy-o, it makes you wonder, how could a lady fall through a window on the 26th floor and not get hurt? Are you seeing it with me? This funky lady Sandy, she's a window washer. She was outside the 26th floor, and when she fell through the window, she fell onto the floor inside. Crazy. Like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusions.
Cartridge loading. Check. Next game up. Distraction news.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news, and at the end of our newscast, I'll ask you 5 questions about what I've reported. So pay close attention and make sure you're not distracted. Now for our top story today, mummies. The ancient Egyptian pharaohs believed that death was the beginning of a great journey. They preserved their dead through the process of mummification and then buried them in tombs or pyramids with food, clothing, jewels, servants, and even pets. The mummification process was highly effective and has preserved some bodies for nearly 5,000 years. After death, the ancient morticians would remove the brain and many vital organs. For mummification to occur, all water must be removed from the body. This is so bacteria cannot break down the body's tissue. To thoroughly dry it out, they would pack the abdominal cavity with drying compounds and immerse the body in saltpeter for about 40 days. After that, the body was washed, repacked with spices and the drying compounds, and wrapped in bandages soaked in resin. Quite a process, just as Tutankhamun, one of the most famous mummies ever. Hey, by the way, shouldn't we call male mummies daddies? Now let's see how well you were able to remember the facts, and be sure to count how many you get right. Mummies are really scary monsters, a slang term for mother, or preserved human bodies. The answer is preserved human bodies. What is the longest some mummies have been preserved? Over 10,000 years, nearly 5,000 years, or several decades? The answer is nearly 5,000 years. What do the ancient morticians remove from the dead pharaohs? Unwanted facial hair, vital organs, or cowboy boots? The answer is vital organs. The body is immersed for 40 days in what? A bubble bath, powdered sugar, or saltpeter? The answer is saltpeter. And finally, what is the last thing they do to the mummy? Throw it a goodbye party, plastic surgery, or wrap it in bandages? The answer is wrap it in bandages. So, how did you do? Do you think you can make your own mummy? Ew. Oh, well, that's all the time we have for today, but remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Game time in 10 seconds. Next game on the way. Dirty Pictures. Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Or scoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. So, let's get straight to our first animal. Poop or Scoop? The panda bear has 6 fingers. That must make it easier to do math. If you believe that the panda bear has 6 fingers, go Scoop. If that story doesn't add up, go Poop. And the answer is, it's the straight scoop. The panda bear's front paws have a 6th finger, which is used like a thumb to help pry open bamboo for eating. Okay, here's the next one. Poop or scoop. Most species of birds eat only once a week. What do you think? If you think that birds only eat once a week, it's scoop. If not, it's poop. Bird poop in this case. And the answer is poop, pure poop. In fact, birds eat much more than once a week. Because flying takes so much energy, some birds eat up to half their body weight in food each and every day. Moving right along, poop or scoop. The horseshoe crab isn't really a crab at all. Any ideas? If you don't believe the horseshoe crab is really a crab, go scoop. If not, go poop. In fact, it's the straight scoop. The horseshoe crab is related to the scorpion, so it's a member of the spider family and isn't a crab at all. Okay, here's another. Poop or scoop. The world's largest animal, the giant blue whale, feeds on the world's smallest animal. Do you believe that? If you think the blue whale feeds on the world's smallest animal, then scoop it is. If you ain't swallowing that story, then it must be poop. And the answer is, it's the straight scoop. The giant blue whale is the world's largest animal. Its tongue's the size of an elephant, and it feeds on microscopic zooplankton, the world's smallest animal. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Professor Rocket, and I'm here to get insane in the membrane, doing the psycho math. Wow! Sweet crackers! Math really blows my mind. Okay, here's how it works. I'll show you an equation, but instead of just numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now here's the part where you come in. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for and solve the problem. It's outrageously simple. Well, outrageously simple for me. Now pay attention. We got how many planets in the solar system? I'm a man that likes his space, infinite space. Then add it to the number of siblings in a set of quintuplets. That's a whole lot of mouths to feed. And then divide it by the number of singers in a duet. Oh, I love music. But not that kind of music. Okay, now, you got the answer? You take the 9 planets in the solar system, add it to the 5 hungry quintuplets, divided by the 2 singers in a duet. Now, don't you start with me. And the answer is 7. 7. It's a little slice of heaven. Now, get ready for the next one. The number of stripes on the American flag. That's right, Old Glory. Here's a hint. The stripes represented the original number of colonies. Okay, no more Professor Nice Guy, and no more hints. Plus the number of players in a game of solitaire. Too cool. Another game with numbers. Then, take away the number of wheels on a tricycle. Now let's pop a wheelie and see what it equals. We got 13 stripes on the flag, plus 1 lonely player in solitaire, minus the 3 wheels on a tricycle, equals 11. 11. 7. What a superb-tastic number. Okay, last one. Why? Because that's my style. I rev you up, and I cool you down. Now, the saying goes, a cat has blank lives. So take that number and subtract it by the number of seasons in the year. Now, I'm partial to fall myself. Why? Because Professor Rocket looks pretty styling in a sweater. Plus the number of sides of a quadrangle. All right, now I'm ready for the cool down part. A cat has 9 lives. Minus 4 seasons in a year. Plus the 4 sides of a quadrangle equals 9. 9! Find 9. You are sublime. You finished it. You had a total aerobic glycomat workout. Don't you feel better? I do. But don't go too far away, because I'll be back soon and I'll be looking for you to play some more Psycho Math. Professor Rocket's out.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Greetings. Game time in 10 seconds. Think. Tank.
Ahoy, Milan Jammin' friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his song.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you 3 things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his clues go down the drain.
Like I said, we got 3 things. We got some corn, we got a balloon, and a cute little weasel. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level's dropping. Corn, a balloon, and a weasel. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things you pop. What a snap crackling clue. You can pop corn, you can pop a balloon, and as everybody knows, pop goes the weasel. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these 3 got in common.
What's this now? We got a paper airplane, a basket of clean laundry, and somebody's arms. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The water's already running away. A paper airplane, a basket of clean laundry, and somebody's arms. Hurry! That drain be clogging. Time's up, man. They're all things you fold. Ain't that cool? You fold the paper airplane, you fold up the laundry, and you can fold your arms. Look real relaxed, man. Well, that's it for today. Join me in me take next time for another round.
We helped Captain Bob. Now he's jamming in his song.
Job worthy. Hey there. Next game coming up. Greetings. Game cartridge loading. Check. Next game up. Riddle Snake.
In the dark and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake.
His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing. So look close and think even closer and closer and closer and closer. The riddle is, what building has the most stories? What building has the most stories? What building has the most stories? And the answer is the library. The riddle snake loves the library, although he gets confused between S and Sh. Sayonara.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
We got some corn, we got a balloon, and a cute little weasel. What do they all have in common? They're all things you pop. What a snap, crackling clue.
The giant blue whale is the world's largest animal. Its tongue's the size of an elephant. And it feeds on microscopic zooplankton, the world's smallest animal.
The ancient Egyptian pharaohs believed that death was the beginning of a great journey. They preserved their dead through the process of mummification and then buried them in tombs or pyramids with food, clothing, jewels, servants, and even pets.
Shall we review? Picking food out of your mouth is really quite repulsive. You really shouldn't eat such high-fat junk food. It's very unwholesome. And if you can't remember the last time you bathed, you're probably in need of disinfecting.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.